A lot of people think the price of XRP will stay this cheap forever. They come with the same argument: the market cap is too big, it will never hit 100 or more. But the real issue is, at its core, the price of XRP must be higher for the new financial system to work more efficiently. And that is even why David Short was talking about the price issue in 2017, thinking ahead on how we could improve the system and make it ready for full mass adoptions. So a lot of people are going to be surprised on how high the price of XRP will go because of their just having emotion, believing it's not possible for the XRP to go over 100 without even having any logical reason. Just based on their emotion, they don't think it's possible, and that's it. So in this video, we're going to talk about why the market cap is not even an issue for the XRP. We're going to talk about what's going to push the price of XRP to go higher, and why the price of XRP must be higher for the system to work more efficiently. Quick disclaimer before we get started: this is not a financial advice. This is just my personal opinion, and please do your own research and seek for professional before making any financial decisions. We all know that the current financial system is being changed, and Donald Trump even talked about it. Take a listen.
Many Americans are unaware that behind the scenes, the technical backbone of the financial system is decades out of date, many years out of date. You know that. Paul and others are straightening it out, but payments and money transfers are costly and take days or even weeks to clear. Under this bill, the entire ancient system will be eligible for a 21st century upgrade using the state-of-the-art crypto technology. Who would have thought we would have been saying that 2 years after?
So he said the crypto technology will be used for the new financial system. And I can tell you with confidence that the XRP ledger is going to be one of those major systems that will be used, because it has been battle tested for multiple years, and right now it is ready for full adoptions. So let's jump in the main argument why people think the price of XRP will never hit $100 because of its market cap, and I'm going to tell you why they are wrong saying it will never hit $100. Let's talk about it. For XRP to reach $100, it's going to need about $6.1 trillion in market cap. That's going to be bigger than the market cap of Apple, bigger than the market cap of Google, Facebook, or many different companies. And that is why people think it is impossible for the price of XRP to reach those prices, because it's just something new, and they don't believe it's going to go directly to 6.1 trillion just to be bigger as Apple, those major companies. And again, I can understand why people think that, but they are wrong thinking that way, because the market cap of Apple is tied to how their business is doing, how the revenue that they generated, and so it's 100% tied to their business. But on the other end, the XRP is not a business. It's just a tool that will be used to move money and settle payments on the XRP ledger. So it's not a company. So you cannot compare that with another company. The only thing you can compare the XRP is with what it's trying to replace. So right now, for the current financial system to move money across borders, banks are gonna need to have a Nostro-Vostro account. It's just a pre-funded account that banks have in different countries, so they can use that to move money across borders. So that's the liquidity part that is handled by the bank. And we know that the messaging part is handled by SWIFT, but the liquidity part is handled by the bank. And right now it is estimated the Nostro-Vostro account is estimated about holding about $30 trillion. It's about 30 trillion, about 27 trillion to $30 trillion. You can do a research online, you will be able to see that. And that is what the XRP ledger is trying to replace. So it's gonna be bigger because, again, it's not just gonna be used for cross-border payment. It's gonna be used, asset will be tokenized on the XRP ledger. And of course, people are gonna be trading all of that. It's gonna use the XRP. All of that's gonna make the price of XRP to go crazy, because it's not gonna just be used for the cross-border payment. So just think about it. $30 trillion is right now locked in Nostro-Vostro account, so bank can use that to move money across borders. That money is just sitting, doing nothing special, just to be able to settle transactions. So that's the money that the current system require to functions. So for the XRP ledger also to function more efficiently, it's gonna need to have we're gonna need to have liquidity for the banks, right? So they can use that. They're gonna need to have XRP that's gonna be available all the time, so they can use that to move money across borders. So to have that XRP that's gonna be available all the time, meaning they're gonna need to buy XRP, that's gonna be the liquidity that's gonna be needed for the market. For the XRP to move money across borders, the higher the price is, the more efficient the system gonna be. So if that is the requirement of the new system, then it is part of the solution rather than the problems. So having a higher price XRP is part of the solutions instead of a problem, right? So if 6 trillion gonna be required for the system to function more efficiently, that money gonna be available, or they're gonna put the money available so the system can work more efficiently. Because if the old system that we have right now, it's holding about $30 trillion just to move money across borders for the banks. So now we are talking about 6 trillion, saying it's impossible. That's ridiculous. And you cannot compare the 30 trillion of the pre-funded accounts to, like companies, because again, it's just the money that will be used for the system. So it's not like the money that will be used like a company. No, it's not. That's the requirement for the system, and that's the money is available for the system to function. It's gonna be the same also for the XRP. If it's gonna require XRP to have a higher price, and again, the money needs to be put available so we can have those higher price for the XRP. 6 trillion, it's nothing for this crypto technology, because at the end of the day, it's still at the beginning of the crypto technology. So you can ask yourself that question: do you really think right now we're still at the beginning, or are we at the end? We're just adopting the crypto technology right now. So the market cap we have right now, it's not even compared to the market cap we're gonna have in 10 years or 5 years. So 6 trillion, it's nothing for the XRP ledger, because at the end of the day, it's not a company. You cannot compare that to Apple, compare that to Facebook or any other companies. Let's talk about why the price of XRP need to be high for the system to work more efficiently. So the main use case of the XRP is for cross-border payment. And again, we have different things it's going to be used for also, but the main use case is for the cross-border payment. So the current financial system moves about billions of dollars daily, and sometimes trillions of dollars daily. So the asset will be used to move that large amount of money. The price of that asset need to be high so it can move the money more efficiently. David Schwartz was talking about it in 2017. He gave an example. If we are moving $1 million, it's going to require, if the price of XRP is at $1, it's going to require 1 million of XRP to be able to move 1 million. And that's not really more efficient for the system, because at the end of the day, the XRP have a limited supply, and it is also deflationary, meaning some XRP is being burned every year, and all of that is reducing the supply of the XRP. So for the XRP to be more efficient, the price of each XRP need to be higher. He gave another example saying, for example, if the price of XRP was $1 million and we are moving $1 million, it's gonna just require 1 XRP. So that is how the price of XRP, that is why the price of XRP need to be higher, so we can move money more efficiently, because it's going to require less amount of XRP, because the XRP amount is going to be limited. And again, we have many different markets that require the XRP. Like I said, it's not going to just be used for the cross-border payment. It's going to be used for the asset that's going to be tokenized in the XRP ledger. For example, real estate, derivative that's going to be tokenized. And we have so many things that's going to be tokenized in the XRP ledger, which is going to require them to have the XRP available all the time, so they can use that to buy and do the trading with the to buy those assets. So that is why the price of XRP need to be high, because we don't have enough XRP, and it's going to be more efficient for each XRP to be expensive, so we can move those large amount of money easily. For example, if the price is just $1 and we want to move $1 trillion, it's not going to be it's not going to be possible because again, we don't have 1 trillion XRP available. We have about 100 billion of XRP available. It's even less than that because we have some of the XRP got burned already, and some of the XRP that people still hold, and again, it's not available in the market. So all of that's going to affect the price of the XRP. So the price of XRP needs to be high. So what's going to push the price of XRP to go higher? There is no magic about it. It's just supply and demand. The demand of XRP is too much. You can check, do research. You're going to find how big the demand of XRP is. So like I said, we're going to have the ETF. We already have some ETF available, but it's not as big as if we have, for example, the Clarity Act pass. If we have the Clarity Act pass, again, we're going to have those major financial institutions that's going to be able to now create the XRP ETF so they can buy the XRP for their clients. And again, we don't have an ETF for BlackRock for the XRP, and we don't have any, we don't have a lot of ETF available. We have a lot, but again, there's not a lot of money available in those ETF because a lot of them are just waiting for the Clarity Act so they can know the structure of the market, know the law of the market, know how the market kind of functions, so they can invest more in the market. So that's pretty much what's causing the delay, for example, for the ETF to be massive. But the ETF is going to be massive. It's going to take a lot of the XRP outside of the market. It's going to take it out of the market, so it's not going to be available anymore, right? And we have also retail part. A lot of people hold XRP. I hold XRP. So all of that's going to also create not a lot of XRP being available. We're going to have treasury company that's going to start buying the XRP so they can use that as a treasury for their companies. All of that's going to create for just the XRP to be less available. And just think about it, all of those demand of XRP, and the XRP will be used to tokenize, like I said, tokenize asset like derivative, stock. They're going to need also to have XRP available all the time so they can use that for trading and many different things. All of that's going to take the XRP out of the market. And if we use that again for the cross-border payment, just think about it, how massive it is. The demand is too much that even $100 seems to be not even a big of a deal. Because like I say, if you do the math, 14% of the XRP to be used for the SWIFT system, and I know it's going to be bigger than 14%, but that is just an example that Brad Garlinghouse gave, 14% in the next 5 years. 14%, if you do the math, it's going to give you about $14 to 146. And I have made a video about it showing you all the math you can do or different formula that you can use. You can check the video. I will leave that at the end of this video, so you can just see and do the math on your own. Just do the estimate so you can see on yourself. So 100 is nothing for the XRP. The market cap is not a big of an issue, and I really think the XRP gonna be something you really have to put your money on, in my opinion. Not a financial advice. This is just my personal opinion. I'm not telling you to do anything. Do your own research and see if it is something that you're willing to invest or not at your own risk. But for me, I love the XRP. I have done all of the research possible. I'm still doing the research as I can because I really think this is crazy. This is a one lifetime opportunity that we will never have anymore because again, it's just too much. So I hope this video was valuable to you. So if you love the video, please give a like, or if you like the content that I'm providing, please subscribe. It's going to really help the channel to grow. And please leave a comment. What do you think? The price of XRP will go over 100 or it's going to be less than that? Maybe I'm just delusional. All right. Thank you for watching.